side. And then after that, that was the only time where we could spend time together. And then I had PSL games as well. So she came along, and it's been a while since even she met my mother and my son. So that's why we went to Pakistan. And then since she was there, she came to see PSL games. And then, of course, can't put our son in so many flights. So that's why they stayed back in Dubai. And inshallah, next time, whenever I come here to play in LPL, definitely they will also come.
Next, we are going in for Andrew Fidel Fernando of Crick Info. Andrew, can raise your question.
Hi, Shoaib. I'm just want to ask about your experiences so far. Obviously, you've come and done a 7-day quarantine. Can you talk us through what that process is like? What kind of this kind of year and in this particular tournament, how did that affect your preparation, and how do you think that has affected the cricket so far?
I think, of course, we all are going through some tough times, and these tough times is for everyone. It's not just for some people. And of course, this quarantine days were not easy to just stay in the room. But of course, there are rules and regulations which we all have to follow and respect them. And the same way all the players did, and I was also on the same boat. Uh, of course, I wanted to practice before getting into a tournament, but I had no time to go through practice sessions and everything. But of course, it's not anybody's fault. We are all going through these tough times. So, but yes, overall, the tournament is going very nice, and I'm really enjoying it. And I even uh, I was talking to some other overseas players as well. They were saying the same thing. They were praising the whole league, and of course, in these tough times, the way whoever is involved in LPL, I think we must give credit to them. The way they put everything together, and I guess we all should support the league. And eventually, first year for any league is tough, but if we support the league, I'm sure second year will be better, and third year will also be like. Then we'll be on the right track, and hopefully this league will do well like other leagues. And I think I was expecting some more big names, but I'm sure with their personal commitments, they are not here. But definitely from next year, they will also be participant in the league.
We are going in for Aslam Amin of Newswire. Aslam,
Sorry?
you can ask. Aslam Amin.
Just tell us
Aslam,
about Jaffna Stallions. Yeah, just tell us about Jaffna Stallions. What's the experience like? And Isra Pereira and Vanidu Hasaranga, both are in kind of great, excellent form. Just tell us about your team.
Well, I've played with our coach, and 2012, if I'm not wrong, first time I think Sri Lankan Cricket Board has started the same thing, either 2014 or 12. I'm not too sure. I'm a bit confused between these two numbers. So I've played with most of them. Yeah, I've played with most of them, and it's a lot more easier when you know your management as well as your captain. So I guess the team is going in the right direction, and we have found nice combinations for our team. And of course, any win gives you a lot of confidence, satisfaction. But I guess a couple of wins, especially the first wins, are always important when you're competing, or you would want to finish in the first two slots. So I think the team is going in the right direction. Everyone's like praising each other, backing each other up, and it's a good sign for any team.
And how do you see Vanidu Hasaranga?
Well, of course, we know he's a quality bowler, and he's improving day by day. But the best part in him is that it's not just about his bowling. It's about if you ask him to go and field at the hot spots, he would love to do that. So he's a proper team man. So I guess that's why he's like so consistent. It's not just about your own profession, your own uh, thing where you're just bowling well. He's fielding as well as batting. So I would say he's a complete all rounder and he's improving day by day.
Shoaib, I'm Altaf here.
Next.
Yeah,
Altaf.
Shoaib, out of the whole lot, you are the most senior player in your team, I think, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think about the Sri Lankan talent in your team? And what do you think how this will help the Sri Lankan cricket as a senior player, a matured player?
Well, we all have seen whoever started their own league, the the cricket got improved. So I guess even in Sri Lankan case, I'm sure they have started their own league. It's just that it should be there every year. So there'll be a lot of players coming up. But having said that, this T20 format is not the format where you select players for test cricket. So your test cricket, I think your first class cricket is very important. So if you're picking players for test cricket, I think has to come from your first class structure. And I guess, but this league will definitely help the Sri Lankan players because, once as a player, you get the surety financially or opportunity wise of playing cricket. I guess that means your cricket is on the right track. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of talent which I have seen in all these games and have seen playing against Sri Lankan team as well. It's just that providing them consistent opportunities to your youngsters, whoever has talent, and stick with them. I think confidence is something which can give you consistent results.
And when you compare the talent with Sri Lanka, talent with other international arena in the shorter format, like 50 over, 20 over, what do you see? We have the talent to match the world?
Of course, Sri Lanka has the talent to match the world, but it's just that to groom that talent by giving them consistent chances.
Thank you, Shoaib.
Danushka, you can ask. Aravind.
Hi, Shoaib. I'm
Hi.
Danushka Aravind. We saw a nice Twitter message from you. It says, Sri Lanka hold a special place in my art. Can you explain it? What is this?
It's like if I'm playing cricket in Sri Lanka, I don't feel that I'm outside of Pakistan, and the amount of love I get from Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka, it's remarkable. And whenever I came to Sri Lanka, I think wherever I go out, I get so much love from the people. So I always enjoyed playing in Sri Lanka, and even I have so many friends in Sri Lanka from cricketing circle. So whenever I come to Sri Lanka, I enjoy even Sri Lankan food, and it's always pleasure to play in Sri Lanka.
Malik, second question is have you faced Sebastian Pillay Vijayaraj in the nets? If yes, tell us about that Jaffna Stallion young talent.
Well, I've seen him bowling in the nets, haven't faced him. But of course, all these youngsters, they have so much talent. And it's just that to groom your talent, because, to pass on the experience to your youngsters is the best way is to give them consistent opportunities, because the more you play, you learn the most. So I guess providing them opportunities by playing matches, by giving them consistent chances. Look, if you found a talent, so that talent is going to fail also, but you got to stick to them. You got to give them the consistent opportunities. That's how you groom your young talent. So this is very important for Sri Lankan Cricket Board or the management staff they should provide them the consistent opportunities.
Sahan
Thank you,
Acharya,
sir.
you can ask your question. Sahan Acharya.
Can't hear.
Sahan Acharya. Can you hear me?
Prasanna, can't hear.
Aparajita, are you online? Aparajita,
Yeah, I'm here.
you can ask the question. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Hello, Shoaib bhai. The question that I want to ask you, thoda,
Sorry, guys. It's so much noise. I can't hear you.
sorry, can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Hello.
Hello, am I audible?
Audible, but some comes from Raja, some sound comes from
Background noise is coming. Background noise.
background noises.
Am I audible?
Okay, you can
Prasanna,
ask
tell her to unmute and mute it.
short. Altaf, I will not moderate. Just
Hello.
It's still so much noise.
Hello.
next. Vibhukti Silva, are you online?
Yeah, hi.
Ask the question.
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but still, I think it's background noise.
Some background noise is coming in.
So is it okay now?
Can you ask Vibhukti?
Yeah, sure. So how has the hospitality been in
Still, sorry, guys.
time?
Sorry, guys. Too much background noise.
Wait, I think between you, there's some background noise coming from in your side. Now,
Can we type out the questions on the chat bar and then maybe you can ask them since there's so much background noise coming?
we have a problem. We have background noise.
I think she can mute herself. That I can ask.
She has to mute. Prasanna, tell her to
Yeah.
mute and then unmute.
Shoaib, just give me a minute, so we'll resolve this.
Yeah.
Right, Aparajita, you can ask now once again.
Am I audible?
Now it's clear.
Yeah,
clear?
now it's clear.
Hi, Shoaib bhai. The
Hi.
question that I want to ask you is about the Pakistan national team. So, since you're plying your trade in all these T20 events, you're only focusing on T20, and yet you were not chosen to go for New Zealand. So, how are you preparing for the World Cup? What is your reaction on that?
Well, I'm not doing something special to prepare myself for the World Cup. For me, any game is like a World Cup game, and well, if I'm not part of the national team, I think I don't know what to say over here. Only the chief selector, can answer this. I have no idea. But there wasn't any communication from them. But of course, I don't want to go into like negative side of it. I just want to stay positive. Well, I have a great opportunity in my hands, which is playing LPL, and my total focus is on the league. And I don't want to focus on where I am not actually present. So. And I've played enough cricket, and I guess whatever you have in your hands, just focus on that, and I'm doing the same thing.
And the second question that I want to ask is just your opinion on Barbarism becoming captain of all three formats.
Well, my point of view about Barbarism being a captain in all three formats is a great move, which PCB has taken. I think they should announce him captain for all three formats at least for next 3 years. Then he can make his own teams for different formats, and I guess providing confidence to your captain or to your players, it should be the first priority. And then we can expect consistent results from him. And as we all know that he's been performing so well in all three formats, it's just that I would want to see that he's doing the same in captaincy as well.
Thank
Still,
you.
Vibhuti, Aparajita, you will have to give you have already asked 2 questions. We have to go for another 2 others. Vibhuti, you can ask the question.
So Shoaib, how has the Sri Lankan hospitality been at these difficult times?
Well, so far it's been great. Staff in the hotel, they are very polite and they are doing their best to provide the great hospitality to the players, and pretty happy with whatever we are getting during this tough times.
Yeah, and Shoaib, I think you're one of the most experienced players with 10,000 or T20 runs. I think only 3 players has that. So how are you sharing that experience that you have with our Sri Lankan younger players? How has it been sharing the dressing room with younger players?
I guess when you're like sharing your experience to youngsters, don't give them too much information. That means we are confusing the youngsters. So they already have talent. It's just that, back them, give them confidence, and don't give them too much information, because too much information actually confuses you. So my goal is just to tell them very basic things, and that this is what I have been doing, and even talking to a lot to the management, and telling them the same thing. Okay, let's not give them too much information. It's just they are beginning of their career, and they will learn by giving them more opportunities by playing games.
Next time you can ask the question, and please focus your questions on the LPL Lanka Premier League and related. Okay. Sayan, can you hear me? You have to mute yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, hi, Shoaib. I have a question for you. Is that, you said that you're one of the most senior most players and everything. Like, how easy or challenging does it get for a senior player like you to compete in in these league crickets, like tournaments? Like, you played at the PSL. Now you're here in the LPL. How challenging does it get to acclimatize to the conditions and get be consistent with your performances regularly? And also because leading up to this, in the next couple of years are going to be very challenging as far as the ICC events are concerned. There are 2 back-to-back events with T20s and everything. So how are you motivating yourself?
I guess it's, of course, hard work, practice sessions, all these things are there. In my opinion, it's more of your how you're mentally strong, because confidence. Look, you get confidence from the team management, you get confidence from your captain, you get confidence from your team players. But end of the day, it's your own responsibility how you get ready for an event. So of course you go and play different part of the world. You're going to play on different kind of conditions. It's just that you got to stay strong. You got to stay positive. And I guess the best way is to talk to yourself wherever you're going to play. Tell your brain, okay, this is what you're going to do. And I guess everything will come into place. It's just that you stay strong, you stay positive. And I think I have played all over the world. It's just that just stay fit. That's the most important thing. And I've been training hard. And I have no intentions of even thinking of retiring from this format so far. But let's see how it goes.
Altaf, you can ask question.
Shoaib, what is your message to the Sri Lankan cricket fraternity? Because this is a very good experience. From your thoughts, we can see you are telling about your experience. What is the message you can give to the Sri Lankan cricket fraternity on this regard, like this tournament of this nature?
I think there are a couple of things which are very important to run any organization or to see consistent performances. I think if you're hiring a team management, hire the team management for a couple of years. Same goes for the captain. And I guess if you're selecting a player, for your national side or your any side, I think give clarity to your player. At least you're going to play this many games. I think confidence is something which is very important. So, in my opinion, give clarity to your players, to your management, and if you're starting first step, just stick to the same step for the next couple of years. And I think consistency, if you would want to see, these are the things which can provide you consistency.
Azam Ali, you can ask the question. Azam, can you hear me?
Shoaib, there's much talk about the ground being very small. Some people have said because of a lot of sixers, the ground is very small, and you have been playing around the world. Is there any, is it on the shorter side, or I'm looking at the boundary line.
I think these boundaries are bigger than PSL boundaries, which we have been playing in Pakistan. Of course, UAE has bigger boundaries, but these boundaries are bigger than PSL boundaries. So I guess that's what people want to see. They want to see 4s and 6s. They don't want to see people getting out. But I guess it's for everyone. And of course, if you're a quality bowler, which we have seen that there are a lot of quality bowlers, they are still taking wickets. They are creating enough opportunities to take wickets. So I guess it's for everyone, not just for batters. But if you want to see any successful league, I think there has to be high scoring games. And the good thing is that we have been seeing actually high scoring games.
Andrew, you can ask your question, please. Andrew, can you hear me?
Prasanna, Veerasekara Arus is there online for a long time.
Yes.
Andrew, are you there?
Shoaib Malik, next match in the Bias Khan is playing.
Sorry?
Bias Khan, Jaffna Stallions, Bias Khan next time. So, chance for the team 11, playing 11.
Brother, I am not a captain, not a coach. So that's not my domain to answer this. But I'm sure I can say one thing over here is that team management, because I've played with them and I've seen them how they work. I'm sure they will provide opportunities to all the players. But the first goal as a team is to qualify in the first 4. So I guess I'm sure they must be thinking.
Craig Vidhu, you can ask. Craig Vidhu. Can you hear me? Andrew, are you in line?
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have a bit of a lag. You mentioned PSL. You mentioned PSL a couple of times. I know the first PSL also came together kind of in a rush, just like this tournament has kind of come together in the last couple of months. Can you compare the two tournaments? The first PSL, how does the LPL compare, and also where do you think the LPL can improve in coming years?
Well, I'm not one of those who compare things with other things, but the quality of cricket in LPL is very good. And from next year, I'm sure there'll be more big names. And also LPL is just that, as we all know, we are very limited just to use one stadium or one facility. I think we are all know that we are going through these tough times, but I'm sure from next year, if we all, inshallah, come out from this COVID-19 thing, then I'm sure there'll be more venues and there'll be more hotels. There'll be crowd at the ground, because crowd is something which, make things bigger. And I'm sure. But if we are just thinking that in these tough times, the way LPL been organized, it's remarkable.
Bipin? Bipin Dani, can you hear me? You can ask your question.
Who, me?
Shoaib, yes, you, Bipin.
Yeah, thank you, Shoaib Malik. I'm Bipin Dani. I just wanted to ask you about your sportsman spirit. Yesterday, you did not wait for the umpire's decision when you were run out by the bowler come fielder. So we would like you to say something on your sportsman spirit.
It was so obvious. Even at my position, anyone else would have been there. The person would have done the same thing what I did, and of course, it's if you get out, sometime umpire. It's very hard. We all are bound to make mistakes. It's just that when you're out, you should just walk off from the field. So that's what I did.
Almost 29 minutes we have taken. We'll go for another one question because we had to let Shoaib go away, and we would like to ask from who's going to ask. Okay, right? Altaf, you can ask for the final question. Altaf, can you hear me? You can ask another one question. That would be the final, please.
I think it's
okay. Crick Vidu,
his mic is mute.
Yeah, Crick Vidu, are you there?
Shoaib, Shoaib, PSL was started in 2015. How it helps to Pakistan cricket, and what do you think about LPL and how it helps to Sri Lankan cricket?
I guess PSL is different. LPL is different. Both leagues have their own recognition, and I think if you're starting a league, the first good thing you're doing is to providing opportunities to your players. And we all get very fascinated when we see a player playing, and we could see him playing on TV. So I guess if we start doing the same thing for your first class cricket also, I'm sure that would definitely help. So I think it's the first year of this LPL league. When this league will get into second year, third year, I'm sure you will be able to see a lot of players coming up, and you will be able to see a lot of Sri Lankan players. They'll be like more professionals, and you will be able to see a lot of professionalism from them. And I have very high hopes that if this league will go along a few more years, there's no doubt Sri Lankan cricketers will do well, and not just in Sri Lanka, abroad as well.
Shoaib, one last question, Prasanna. Actually, last year we came when there were difficult times for Pakistan cricket. Sri Lanka cricket was very magnanimous. They sent two sides. So they came and played cricket there. Do you think next year in your PSL, a lot of Sri Lankan cricketers will be given an opportunity to go and play there?
Well, I'm sure there'll be a lot of opportunities. Our cricket board, they always have welcomed Sri Lankan team, Sri Lankan players, and the great gesture Sri Lankan players and Sri Lankan cricket board has set when they sent their national side to Pakistan. And I think relationship between two countries, it's been great. And as a player, I would want to see a lot of Sri Lankan players coming and playing in PSL, and they are quality cricketers, and will be welcoming them. But I guess if they'll be the domestic cricket, the first priority is to play your domestic cricket, because representing your country is the biggest thing. And I'm sure if Sri Lankan cricketers will be free, they'll not be playing an international cricket or domestic cricket, I'm sure there'll be a lot of Sri Lankan cricketers participating in PSL.
Okay, Shoaib, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good LPL.
That's
Thank
it.
you, sir. Take care. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay.
And
Allah
thank
bless.
you very much, Shoaib.
Bye-bye.
Actually, we were able to bring Andrew Russell. He was not able to join due to a technical issue. Anyway, we had another big star, Shoaib Malik. Thank you very much, Shoaib, for taking part. And thank you very much, the entire media fraternity, for taking part. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prasanna. Thank you for organizing.
Thank you, Prasanna.
Prasanna.
Okay.
Thank you, Prashant.